Hey everybody, 47 Mark IV here, back with FTB's Revelation Pack. I could not be more excited for today's episode. I think I figured out something pretty good, and I can't wait to show it to you. I've gone ahead and built what I like to call Spruce Power 2.0. So I've made a lot of tree power in the past, right? And I've made the traditional thermal foundation. I think it's thermal foundation. Let's see, right here, thermal expansion, excuse me. I've made this system plenty, the arboreal extractors that you take over into a fractionating still, and you end up with what, tree oil? Is that what it is? Let's see, tree oil. Yeah, and then you burn it in a compression dynamo, and a bucket of tree oil gets you 1,000,000 RF. And it's good. That is a system that'll run forever, and that's one of my requirements for power. I want it to be something that'll run all the time, and, I don't have to maintain. I hate having to fuel systems or to constantly gather resources to fuel systems. So, I've been thinking about power. And the other thing I would like my power to do is I want it to give me stuff. Not only do I want power, I want power plus freebies. So let's take a look at a couple of things. So first one is this guy right here, the item filter. So this is the item filter from Actually Editions. I got several comments about it saying, hey, you could put that item filter in your traveler sack, right? So that's what this slot is right here. And then you can take this item filter and you can fill it with tons and tons of stuff, and that'll help you out. And you know what? Thanks, guys. I really appreciate that. I totally forgot about the item filter. I will be using that. Nice part with those filters is they stack. They are a stackable filter. I can put one inside of the other. Pretty cool. All right, so the other comment that I got was about the charcoal generator that was right here. And it was, hey, you could get more charcoal by using a forestry wood pile. And a forestry wood pile is really easy, right? So I got this, and this came in from Tyler, so thank you, Tyler, that, it's 4 logs put together, and then you would take those logs, and, you'd come outside and you'd make a hole in the ground and you put your wood pile in it, you set it on fire, and then you would cover it over. And after a few minutes, hey, you get more charcoal than you would have before. Okay, so that was interesting, right? I played with it, and then I thought about it. Well, that gives me freebies, right? So if I take 1 spruce wood, and we'll hit uses on it, 1 wood gets me 1 charcoal. Okay, uses on the wood pile. So if I do the same thing, let's see, right here, no. It's not going to show it to me. Okay, so if I do that here, I get more, right? It's right there. So depending on what block I put on top, I can get a lot more. All right, but this process is slow, and it doesn't tell me, but it's like 5 minutes to turn it over. But while I was staring at this, I see this. Pyrolytic conversion and steam dynamo. And the thoughts start kicking off. If I burn this thing, I get 12,000 RF. Okay, cool. But if I use the pyrolytic conversion inside of a redstone furnace, I get 6 charcoal and 600 millibuckets of creosote. So I basically get 2 bonus charcoal plus half a bucket of fuel. All right, that's pretty cool. But what happens if I take this charcoal and I put it in, a generator? So petrified generator, I get 80 RF a tick. And let's take a look here. Redstone furnace, no. Steam dynamo, I get 16,000 RF for a piece of charcoal. And I don't think there's a lot of other options. Yeah. I mean, I could put it, honestly, the best thing is to put it in a survivalist generator, right? But that's 5 RF a tick, that's nothing. Overclock generator would give me 1600 RF. None of those are really great options. But if I take this piece of charcoal and I craft it and make a block of charcoal, look at what I could do with that. So if I come over here and I put it in a furnace generator, it runs longer for the same amount of power. Okay. The overclock generator, same amount of time, but I get more RF, right? I get 16,000 RF. But look at this guy. 800 RF a tick. So the petrified generator runs the same amount of time every time. It's 49 seconds. But you get more power with the better material that you put in. Okay. So I need a tree farm. And if I take the tree farm and I make wood piles and I turn the wood piles into charcoal, turn the charcoal into charcoal blocks, put it in the petrified generator as charcoal blocks right here, then I get this. Cool. And then I can back up here and take this creosote and I put it in a compression dynamo, and the creosote will get me 100,000 RF per bucket. Well, I mean, that's just free, right? Every 4 pieces of wood basically gets me half a bucket. So let me show you what's going on here. Let's take a look around. So one, I expanded out the base a little bit, just kind of cleaning it up, right? This is just the initial part. So down here, we built this, and I want to walk through the whole thing because the whole thing is moving everything around with Xnet and is tileable and expandable. And that's why it's got a little bit of room here. So outside, what I've got going on here, make sure no mobs are going to blow me up. All right, so outside here, I've got, from Industrial Foregoing, I got a plant sower. The plant sower and the plant gatherer make an awesome tree farm. And I put inside this guy a tier 3 range upgrade. And so that gets me a 9x9 farm. And this is probably, honestly, too much for what I've got. I probably should reduce this down to maybe a 5x5 farm. But I've got 2 different types of trees out here. So the spruce is power generation. The birch is just there because I want free stuff and I want some crafting materials. So I made birch. And what's happening is the plant gatherer is going to pick up the trees when they grow. And, I wonder if I got any bone meal here. Let's find some. Let's find some, because the reason I chose spruce is because it grows really big. Let's see, if I was bone meal, where would I have gone to? There's a chest of extra parts around. Is it? It's still in my chest. Let's see. Yep, right here. That's extra parts chest. I got to deal with that. Actually, I got a lot of extra parts because this build has changed a couple of times. So let's bone meal a tree up here. Look at the size of that thing. I know it's nighttime and it's kind of hard to see, but that is a huge tree, right? 2x2. They always grow 2x2 like this. And that gets me just a ton of wood. I mean, that's probably over a stack right there, just in one tree. So I had that for options, and I don't know if you can see it way off in the distance, but there's also fir trees that are pretty big, but I really wanted a 2x2 tree. So we're getting just an absolute ton of wood coming in. And let's look at what happens. That wood comes in, and it goes on priority. I want it to go to this crafter first, and this drawer second. So the crafter is going to make, it's really this recipe. I don't need this one. This was a previous version. Ignore it. There. Done. So the crafter is simply making wood piles. That's it. It's bringing in spruce wood and it's making wood piles, and the wood's backing up. Not really a big deal. Excess wood is going to this drawer, which I've upgraded storage on. I've already got 35 stacks in there, and it's probably been running 30 minutes maybe. And I've got void upgrades. I've also got a place for saplings and for, birchwood to go. And I've set this on priority. So the plant sower is a higher priority than these drawers. For For the saplings, that's true. For the wood, especially the spruce, this crafter is a higher priority than that drawer. All right, so I left it this way because this provides me an awful lot of buffer, and I love buffer. So these wood piles are getting extracted from here, round robin, all around all of these redstone furnaces. And if you notice, they've got 2 augments in them. So the first one is this pyrolytic conversion. The pyrolytic conversion is what makes it make creosote. The problem is it runs slow. And I had to put in a auxiliary reception coil. And I'd love to upgrade these. I just don't have the signalum yet and put in another one. But look at what it's costing me for power. 8 RF a tick. Takes about 10 seconds and turns this wood pile into those 6 charcoal and that 600 millibuckets of creosote. Now, all of that charcoal is getting extracted and being put in this compacting drawer. The compacting drawer is doing what it's doing. It's making blocks. The blocks will come back out, and they're going in the petrified fuel generators. And I've got it set on round robin, but it's not amazing on round robin when nobody's running. So they're not quite even, but it will catch up over time. No big deal. And so these guys will run, and it's not showing me because, honestly, I'm full on power. We probably could start some stuff going, and maybe it'll use some power. Let me upgrade a couple of pieces of equipment here. I've got a whole bunch of reception coils, and let me grab some ore I haven't processed. I might as well get all of this working. Right, so I'm going to make those guys run faster and take more power. Here, process all that ore, have a great time. At least that'll put some load on the system. Alright, so these guys, take that out of my hand. Let's see, is anybody running? Probably not, because it's probably still not enough drain. Now these guys are running. Alright, so these make 800 RF a tick. We saw that. So what do I got sitting here? 4,000 RF a tick in 5 generators. Cool. And then the other thing that's going on is in here, the creosote is being extracted, and I'm having it sent to this reinforced drum, just so, again, I have a place to buffer. I don't want it to fill up in here and end up stopping the furnace. And maybe this isn't big enough. I don't know yet. It holds 4 million millibuckets. I might need a fluid trash can. Do we have one of those? Ah, yeah, we got a fluid trash can. So I could always set a fluid trash can like right here and say, hey, when this is full, trash the fluid. But so it's going into this drum. The drum's taking it back out and it's putting it in these compression dynamos. And if you notice, I got them stacked. Anytime I use dynamos, I always turn them into boiler and turbine. And so that's what I've got going on here. This compression dynamo is a boiler conversion, and I put a fuel catalyzer just so it is more efficient, and it's sending steam up into this guy, and this guy can put out now 400 RF a tick. If I just burn the creosote, let's see, right here, creosote. So it's not really going to tell me. I wish it would tell me how much. Nope. All right, but it's not as much power. Hold on. I might have... No, I don't have any extra compression dynamos. I've got extra steam dynamos. And that's probably a good note, by the way. This is version 1.2 of the pack. In 1.1, you cannot compact charcoal and get charcoal blocks. You get... let's see. You get you get this guy right here. Block of charcoal from chisel. And the uses on it are absolutely nothing. So if I didn't have blocks of charcoal, and I go to regular charcoal, I could either get 80 RF a tick here for 49 seconds, or the better option would be a steam dynamo that's upgraded as a boiler and turbine. So these guys are giving me, at most, 400 RF a tick and still upgradable. And so there's another 800 RF a tick. So that's 4,800 RF a tick right there. And so now we've burnt all of our fuels. The other thing that's going on is that plant gatherer is creating sludge. And, I mean, look at the size of those trees. Man, I gotta make this farm smaller. So it is making sludge, and I'm having the sludge sent over here by Xnet, and the sludge is being turned into items with a sludge refiner. I think that's pretty cool. And then the items are coming out of the sludge refiner, and for right now, I'm having them set right here. I really like having clay. I mean, soul sand, gravel, red sand. I wanted to make red sand before. Well, now I have it. That's awesome. And the only other thing is the sink, and the sink is required to have right here in compression dynamos. They need water. So this thing is tileable. It's expandable. So it's about a 5-to-6 ratio. It's just over. This will run if I trashed all the energy and everybody was running full time. These 5 petrified fuel generators eat almost all the coal from 6 redstone furnaces. It's just enough to barely creep up. Like if I put a 6 petrified fuel generator, I'd run out. It's the same thing with the steam dynamos. These 6 make enough for about these 2 plus a little tiny bit extra. And so if I want more power, all I've got to do is add some more furnaces and add some more petrified fuel generators. And that's it. Oh, I got to hook those guys in. And I filled up the power, and then I moved everybody around a little bit and cleaned it up. Let's go ahead. Oh, I am out of things. All right. Let's see. Flux ducts. And actually, you know what I'd like to do? You know what I really would like to do, and I think I'm going to do it, is let's go ahead and let's make ourselves some machines here. Yeah, I'm going to need Invar and tin and iron and glass. Let's do this. All right, so I've got iron, and there's Invar. Here's tin. Somewhere here, I've got glass, and I saw some nether bricks. There's some nether bricks right there. Yeah, let's do this. Redstone reception coil, that's gold and redstone. All right, gold, and we'll grab some redstone. And let's see if we can make some better power transfer. So I'm going to need 2 of those, and 1 of these. And I'll make this guy. Yeah, this is kind of a, hey, you know, I could do this. Let's see, that's electrum, and I should have some. All right, right here. Hate it, I get distracted, but it's awesome. And then 2 nether bricks right there. Okay, so that is, oh, did I not make the machine frame? Right there, magma crucible, easy. And then I'm going to need a fluid transposer. Now, a fluid transposer should be pretty easy. Rip this guy right out. Yeah, just like this. I mean, if we got it, let's use it. So, just this bucket, I think. And that's it. Oh, 1 coil. All right, cool. And what we'll do here, let me check back all of these metals that I don't need, and I'll clean up some of that later. All right, so, you know, for just the moment, I'm going to chop out these couple of blocks. I could probably raise power up, but I've got 2 little conduits on me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my fluid transposer and my magma crucible here, and let me just set sides on this guy. Yeah. So for right now, I just want it to export. And you, I just want you to import. Just like that. And let's make some better flux ducts. So let's see, right here, redstone energy flux ducts. So I'm going to need hardened glass and electrum. Do I have more electrum? Let's see, I've been making metals left and right. I'm not sure if I have electrum. Let's see. Let's come over here. Do I see any electrum right there? Is that going to be enough? I don't think so. I don't know. That'll get me how many? That'll get me how many? 6. It's a start. It's a start. All right, so redstone energy flux ducts. Oh, I needed the hardened glass. I got a bunch of hardened glass right here. Yeah, let's do this. So, redstone energy flux ducts. That gets me 12 flux ducts because I don't have the signalum. Or I don't have the electrum. And you know, electrum, you're not hard to make. Right there. And since I got power, I can speed upgrade everybody. I love that. Yeah, let's make a few more. Just because I want that kind of throughput. Let's see, right here. Yeah, 30. There we go. And let's grab some redstone. And we'll start melting down redstone. Oh, I got to make those guys much, much faster. I've got spare parts up here because I've taken more than one shot at making this. So let's upgrade these guys. There we go. Acceptable speed now. And I'll stick you guys in there. Yeah, so that'll take a minute. So we'll come back. We'll do that last. And then I can use all of my power, because right now we're just going to run on this cell, which is, it's fine. So I want to show you the programming in Xnet, and I know it looks complicated, but let me walk you through it. Channel 1. Channel 1's an energy channel. Not a big deal. All Channel 1 really does is extract from the power cell and insert it into all of the machines. That's it. When you first kick off the system, it's good to have some power in here, and then you just need some sort of generator to power the controller initially until it has enough power to say, oh yeah, I get power from here. And that was a good use of my overclock generator. Channel 2. Channel 2 is round-robin things, and Channel 3 is things on priority. So priority is things like extract right here from the plant gatherer and insert it into either a drawer, and here's all the programming on it. Insert the spruce wood, and I gave it a negative priority to this drawer, or insert it into the crafter. Just like that. So I'm having the priority things, which is extract the charcoal, or extract everything from the redstone furnaces, and insert them into the compacting drawer. That's happening on the priority channel. So what do we have here? I've got the birch wood, spruce wood, birch saplings, spruce saplings, charcoal, and I've got saplings going back, again, on a higher priority to the plant sower. And charcoal, and that's it, right? Pulling the charcoal out of there. On the round robin, I've got extract blocks of charcoal and send them to the petrified fuel generators on round robin. And I've also got extract the wood piles on round robin and insert them into the redstone furnaces. The next 3 channels are fluid. So the fluid is, I just left it on distribute. It's extract the fluid out of the creosote out of the redstone furnace and insert it into the drum. And then from the drum, put it in the 2 compression dynamos. So, I mean, just extract and insert. This channel here is pure water. So it's extract from the sink and insert into the compression dynamos. And then this one last here, I don't actually need to put these guys on separate channels, but it was just easiest. So this fluid channel right here is taking the plant gatherer's sludge and putting it in the sludge refiner and taking the items out of the sludge refiner, and for right now, sticking them in that crate. That's it. So we've used basically an entire Xnet system just to avoid pipes. But you could do it with pipes. That'd be pretty easy. They got round robin settings, but that's what's going on there. So let's go ahead, and we should have some better flux ducts right up here right now. Yeah, I like that a lot. And what would it take to get to the next level? Signalum. So I just need to start making signalum, which I can now that I've got that kind of stuff. So I could do this for right now. Do I have a wrench? Let's see. It could be in my backpack. Do I have... What did I do with my wrench? Maybe it's in that chest. Let's take a look. All right, right over here. Oh, derp. It was right there. All right, so let's pop off those old conduits. And I don't care if it's the older style going up north there. That's not such a big deal. I can replace those later. But I want the one going right here to be much better, right? Just like that. Because these can hold 9,000 RF a tick, whereas the old ones were only 4,000, and this right here is 4,000 RF a tick, never mind the extra 800 that we get there. But you know, I'm right here. Let's, I might as well do it. Might as well. We have the conduits. Oh, can I make the bounce? No, I missed it. Can I make this jump? Yes, I can. Thanks to Britannia. All right, so let's just... come on, right up here. I love that I can jump that high. All right. Do I have enough to just drag this cable around the outside of the room? I was missing one. There we go. Just like that, nice and clean. And then I'm going to come off the top, the top of the cell. And I guess I'll go straight up and straight over, just like that. There we go. So the other thing I've got is, since I've got leftover, I mean, look at that. I've already got 66 stacks of wood. If I ever really got in a crunch for power, like I come back, chunk loading has made a mistake, I have no power, I'm just going to grab stuff and I'm just going to wing it in the overclock generator and take the 4,000 or whatever RF a tick that I get and fill this guy back up, which will hopefully kick everybody back off. That's kind of the emergency plan. So I thought this was a pretty neat build. I hope that was something new. I was having a lot of fun building it and trying to figure out how many of what with how many of another. I probably could have gotten away with one furnace, one compression dynamo, and one petrified fuel generator without having to upgrade this farm or putting in these range add-ons at all. But I wanted to show you that. I hope it's fun. I hope it's helpful. If you got questions about this Xnet setup, I'm trying to show you all the settings. I think I did, but if there's something you want to know, hey, leave me a comment. I'll be happy to answer it. I think we're starting to make some pretty good progress. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it there for the day. I got done kind of what I wanted to get done. We got crazy amounts of power now. I can run the machines as fast as I want. I actually need to upgrade this dude right here. There we go. Now I can get him to charge this guy, and it doesn't run out of power. No problem. Look at it fill right up. Done. I love it. So, I'm 47 Mark IV, and hey, I hope you liked the episode. If you did, leave me a like or a comment, or hey, even consider subscribing. That's always really helpful. And then I will see you guys in the next episode.